What's up, Vetters? Patrick here with Vetted. Today we are talking about this.
But whatever it is, there's a 40-meter long metallic object of unknown origin that's the shape of a tic-tac that's in there.
This is real.
This is real.
Vetters, please hit that like button. That really helps out the videos. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Y'all, I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I need your help. Now, before we begin, I want to give a special shout out to our Discord server because I was in an open mic yesterday, and that's why I'm making this video. So shout out to the Discord server. There's a link down below. Make sure and join. It's free. Now, basically, I'm in this Discord server, and they're talking about this 40-foot tic-tac discovered in Egypt. And I'm like, what? So I start looking into it, and it's crazy. So basically, the gist is this. There's this labyrinth there in Egypt, and they made some scans. And within these scans, they basically, this one guy said that he thought there was this 40-foot metallic tic-tac shaped object hidden in Egypt, right? An archaeological find. And as you start to look into this, there's a lot about it.
The structure underneath some of the pyramids, greater than the pyramids, and through this ground-penetrating radar, they've found a 40-meter long metallic tic-tac shaped object that is in this great hall that's under the ground.
Okay.
So all this stuff exists, but they made a dam on the Nile River in the 1960s to help agriculture, and it changed the water table, and it flooded all these underground labyrinths.
God fucking damn it.
So they would have, it's like a massive undertaking to try to excavate and figure out what's in there.
But couldn't you put a drone, like a
No, it's all in
submersible?
water. You have to actually go through the water, and then below that
You'd
to
have
where
to
the labyrinths are.
dig through the mud.
They might actually be able to channel underneath it, they think, and go below the water table and then go to it, because it appears like the water is not in the labyrinth itself.
Labyrinth.
It's a labyrinth, sorry. Thank you. But whatever it is, there's a 40-meter long metallic object of unknown origin that's the shape of a tic-tac that's in there.
This is real.
This is real.
Are you seeing this?
I've never seen anything like it.
And basically the whole reason that Joe found it is that he did this interview with the guy from Uncharted. Awesome guy. Great interview. Check this out.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm reading, where I'm listening to the Book of Enoch right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's some wild shit too. Yeah.
It's so wild. 'Cause you're going, what are you saying? Like, gods, the Watchers, came
Right.
down and mated with women of Earth and created
Nephilim or whatever.
yeah, the Nephilim. Like, what are you saying? Like, what were you trying to say? Thousands of years ago, when they wrote this down,
Yep.
and the version I think that we're getting this from is from the Dead Sea Scrolls,
Yeah,
which is from Qumran. So, how long did they write it down before that? Like, how long did they discuss this? How long ago did this happen? And what are you saying? Like, what were they trying to record?
Yeah. It's.
And why does it match up with what they're saying in Egypt? The gods walking amongst us?
Right. Yeah. It goes
That's
to
where
some
it
wild
gets
places.
Squirrely.
I know.
It
yeah.
gets so squirrely. And that's where you get into the alien camp.
Well, that 40 meter tic-tac shaped
Yeah,
metallic
what-
objects.
Yeah.
mean-
What is that thing?
Well,
And what kind of metal?
we don't know.
Imagine if it's titanium.
Could be. He said it didn't match any signature that he'd seen before.
That's crazy
Dude,
in and of itself.
It's one of the things I'll remember always about when you were sitting here talking to Bob Lazar, and he said that some of those craft came from archaeological digs. I mean, it's a part of his story. There's long been rumors of that type of stuff in under the ground in Egypt. I'm not saying that's what it is, but this is what Tim said about it.
Amazing.
It would be.
If there's a UFO down there.
And I'm glad you brought up Bob Lazar, because Bob Lazar is one of the first people, if not the first person, to really ever bring this idea up, at least that I can remember. Because back in 2019, when Bob Lazar did his famous interview with Joe Rogan and Jeremy Corbell, he said this.
They still have these things, supposedly.
I would guess. I mean, I don't have any information on that.
Have you ever asked anyone that has any inkling of any idea of where they got them or how they got them?
No, but something must have been said to me from Barry, but it was just too long ago, and I can't quite remember what was said, but it just left a seed in my mind. I think at least one of them was part of an archaeological dig. So it's old. At least one of them is old. I don't know if it was the one I worked on, but I remember something to do with an archaeological dig.
Whoa.
So that means it's not just old, it's ancient.
That'd be a great Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
Right?
As all of it would, yeah.
Yeah,
that tripped me
all-
out when he said that for the first time.
Yeah, that's a freak out right
Yeah.
there. Just a couple of dudes with some brushes looking for a Tyrannosaurus Rex bone. They
And-
hit metal.
And when did they find it? You know, that they have 9 of them.
Yeah.
Well, and how could we have not heard about that?
And what's so funny is when Joe's like, I wish Steven Spielberg would make a movie about Indiana Jones like this. He did. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Now, another interesting point is that recent whistleblower Dylan Borland, who testified in September at the UFO hearing and who just came out with a couple episodes on Weaponized, right? He actually also mentioned this.
These things, whatever they are probably what are referred to as gods or demons or angels or jinn, or insert whatever cultural or religious perspective you have. There are probably also extraterrestrials. It's not a one size fits all. And considering, humanity has the same stories across many cultures: a flood, crafts that are in the sky, things that are coming and helping humans. And I'm at an advantage and a disadvantage knowing certain information that relates very clearly to things that are around the world that are related to what I know. I don't think that's by pure coincidence or luck. I think that the people that are in these programs know the truth to this stuff, and they are looking at it through a lens of this is true, this is true, this is true. This has been here for 8,000 years. This has been here for 4,000 years. Oh, we dug up this at an archaeological dig in, hypothetically, Egypt.
I mean, I don't know about you, but this is such a fascinating thing to think about, that there could be these archaeological sites, right, with UFOs hidden within. Why would that be so crazy? In fact, it seems very likely if there was some crashes, why would they just be happening in our modern era, right? If there were, as I'm saying, right, it would make sense that there would be older ones that we might find, which is absolutely fascinating. And the fact that there actually could already be some, and maybe this 40-foot Tic-Tac thing that they found is that, right? Now, granted, it's one guy sort of saying this, and hopefully there'll be more information coming out now, but as of now, that's all there is, right? And he's not even sure if it's a Tic-Tac. It could be something else. They talked about portals, stargates, other things. So I don't know, just very interesting. But the idea that there could be archaeological finds of UFOs, bodies, other things related to an advanced civilization, but especially UFOs, is very fascinating. And the fact that they brought up Tic-Tac again, like that keeps coming up. Why does that shape keep coming up, right? So fascinating.
A freestanding 40-meter long metallic tic-tac shaped object, approximately 50, 60 meters below the ground in a huge big open corridor or an atrium in the labyrinth of Egypt. Come on. This is a remarkable claim, right? I'm not saying this is true. This is what Tim Akers is saying about it. But I can tell you on stage at the Cosmic Summit when I talked about this, I could see Micah Hanks whipped his head around when I'm talking about like a freestanding object that's 40 meters long and like tic-tac shaped, right?
All right, betters, let me know what you think in the comments. We'll see you on the next one. Links in the description. Remember, every day's a gift, y'all. Peace.
Hi, my name is Terry. I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada. Me and my friends did CE5 from Dr. Greer's CE5 thing. We're not like huge fans of him or whatever, but we just were open to trying like psionics, I guess, if that's what you call it now. And like we called in so many orbs, and like one night a triangular craft came over our roof, over our house, while we were all on the deck calling them in, inviting them in psychically, and it worked. So I don't know what this triangular craft was. Was it a TR-3B? I'm not sure, but that was the biggest one we had. But beyond that, we had like orbs all the time, jetting and bouncing around, looking like shooting stars, and then turning directions and stuff like that every time we would do the CE5. And we would meditate and envision these things coming in with our third eye, and it seemed to work. Like, it worked so many times. So yeah, anyway, I won't keep you. Thank you very much. Terry from Saskatchewan.